Hey, what's going on, crypto people? Hey, listen, welcome to another episode of Talk That Talk Thursday, where we kind of intertwine what's going on outside of crypto, what's going on inside of crypto. Interesting, interesting day today. Interesting day today. Trump said what? Trump said what to CBDCs? The politics is real right now. It's going on. It's the beginning of the politicking for sure. That dude didn't say yes to crypto. He said no to CBDC. We got to understand that. It's important to understand that. Look, Vitalik Buterin and Ethereum is in the news. It's not a good look, fam. It's not a good look. Okay, we're going to get into that as well. Boring slew from Crypto X or Crypto Twitter, I should say. Maybe it is Crypto X. Not a good look. I don't know if they're going to be able to recover from this. The silence is deafening. Like there's zero response from Buterin, from Joseph Lubin, from any Ethereum developer. I haven't seen any. Not a good look, family. Not a freaking good look at all. So we'll get into that. Look, I mean, Trump's doing this thing. We all know. We all know he's doing that thing after he smashed Iowa. He's doing his thing. He's looking, big time front runner for sure. I don't know about him, Vivek. I don't think Vivek is going to be doing any VPing. Now, will he take some other position where he's kind of allowed to be his own man and be his own thinker? Perhaps. I mean, the dude's pretty well off, millionaire, multimillionaire, billion, I don't know, somewhere in that range. Well, we'll see if he'll do that. My guy shared Ondo Finance, that RWA play that we've been sharing from months and months and months ago, went actually live. It's absolutely taking off right now. We'll see how it goes. But if you got BlackRock and Clearwater behind it, and as a U.S. investor, there's only one place to participate, and that is by holding the digital asset. That's about it. Yeah, just about it. I'm told that people went to KuCoin, one of the exchanges, to get this asset, and you can't withdraw it. I'll share a tweet from my guy, Virtual Bacon. It's interesting. It's a few exchanges, but that's about it as far as where you can get it. And U.S. is not allowed to participate. It's not because the exchanges don't want the U.S. markets. The exchanges don't want the U.S. hassle. That's what it is. But I got to tell you, this Ethereum thing from Boring Sleuth is damaging. I think it's a sad day for the people from Ethereum, because, they didn't make this decision. 98, 99.5% of the people there didn't make the decision. Looks like one or two dudes, maybe three, made this decision. That's damaging. I hope you guys watched my video earlier today. I mean, Boring Sleuth he just said flat out they stole from other crypto projects. Come on, man, that's not great. Look, I mean, other than that, the other major thing is crypto entertainer, XRP entertaining influencers tweet was called an abomination. The tweet was called an abomination. I've been telling you guys, the community has been distracted and divided over nonsense. Entertaining content creators are still wanting to know why or who the four Satoshis are, because they believe that's going to make a difference. It's alarming, Pookie. It is very, very, very much so alarming, very alarming. I don't know. Anyway, Trump says no to CBDCs. Trump says no to CBDCs. ETH, I believe, is too big to fail. The question is are there going to be a couple of scapegoats in this whole thing? because where does Joseph Lubin reside? Does he reside in the U.S.? Because I know Vitalik Buterin does not reside in the U.S. because he doesn't like it here. I don't think so. But where does Joseph Lubin reside? Where does this one or two devs tied to this Ethereum main wallet, where do they reside? Kind of ugly. You looked at the diagram, it had that dude on the diagram, which I'm surprised. Who's the dude that had the Terra Luna thing, tattoo on his arm? Why can't I remember his name? For crying out loud. Who's that dude? Pookie Pookie. And he had to scrape it off after the crash. He's buds with Joseph Lubin. I can't remember his name. But anyway, they had in the diagram that Boring Sleuth shared, there's a picture of that guy. Mike Novogratz. That's what it is. Thank you. Mike Novogratz. Thank you so much, Pookie Pookie. This is troubling. 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 Yeah. Very, very troubling. So I'm told Ondo Finance, which is a big RWA play, again, available on a number of exchanges. However, BlackRock and is it Clear Street or Clearwater? I have to look at it. We'll share the tweet. Major backings. Major backings. Yeah. But US, I don't know. Exchanges is very, very difficult now to participate as a US person in this digital asset space because of regulatory uncertainty, lack of clarity. Pookie, Jamie Dimon is something else without question. Jamie is something, man. I pay zero attention to that guy. Zero attention. They had a down year. They only made $8 billion in profit. That was a down year for them. Profit. Yeah. So interesting stuff. Let's go over this. Let me see if I can find the little video with my guy Trump, the Donald. Let's see if I can't find that. The Donald is something, baby. Oh. Again, dude did not say yes to crypto. You got to understand that. He didn't say yes to crypto. There's only been one person that's kind of left that has said yes to crypto, and that's on the Dem side. The problem with being on the Dem side is you tend to have to do all this stuff for all the other Dems. That's the problem. And they're just not pro crypto. So let's see, let's share the screen. Let's go here. And I guess I'll have to share the sound as well. Take a listen to the Donald here. Something. This dude I love this.
Tonight, I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. You know about that? Tonight, I'm also making another promise to protect Americans from government tyranny. As your president, I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
The Donald. I guess this was in New Hampshire. Yeah, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. The Donald is something. It's just it's the politics that we're in, baby. What can we say? He knows that's a very popular thing. He knows. Well, that's great, awesome. But that's not. I'm for crypto. I love the digital asset space. I think a certain thing is amazing. He ain't saying all that. He's not saying that. He's just not for that CBDC. And for me, I guess that's a good start. But Vitalik, the rapper, that's a good start. What's going on, 702 Bathroom Butler? Oh, the Donald D says, Donald, he's a clown. Look, He is a clown. He puts on a show. But right now we need someone who's for me. If you ain't for us, you're against us. And right now, current administration is not for us. They have sacrificed this country for personal profit. Not a good look. Yo, C's, my man, what's with Vitalik, the rapper? Dude, look, Boring Slew put out the. Have you guys seen this thread on X from Boring Slew, the crypto forensics deep diver? He tied another hack, the not just the infamous DAO hack that happened. He has now tied a second hack, a theft of funds to Ethereum, to the Ethereum founder and or team and or foundation. A second one. Publicly sharing the addresses linked to Ethereum team slant Vitalik Buterin. I went through the thread this morning, and if you haven't heard it, if you want me to go through the thread, I'll go through the threads on this Talk Thursday. But this is big news, and the reason why it is because, again, it's so massively important to understand what took place here. Allegedly. Oh, you talking about Jamie Dimon being a clown, D? Yeah, for sure. Jamie Dimon. I mean, I got zero love for that dude. He is a clown of clowns. That's right, D. You're absolutely right. Flare CEO Hugo Filion says D is the best person to listen to when it comes to the digital space. He understands that we don't need corporate America. Yeah, I heard him say that the other day. We can make this change together, and Flare is going to be big. One gazillion% correct. Virginia, man. Hey, what's good? I used to hang out in Virginia, bro. Appreciate you checking in. Hey, C's, love your channel. What's up with Poppy? With Proppy, and Stronghold. Not sure. Are we talking Proppy, the real estate thing, and Stronghold? I've heard a lot of great things about Stronghold, but I don't know enough about it. I do know that fellow crypto influencer CKJ Crypto News has been sharing a bunch of that Stronghold stuff. You know, he likes to do the $100 challenges. Shout out to CKJ. Pin 27 was good, my friend. But D, you're right about Hugo, and I thought it was great that he said that, and I love what they're looking to do because we don't need them. We don't need them. We can create a digital asset space without them, without question. Flare's moving, yeah, love it. I'm hoping to get my Flare airdrop from Celsius Network sometime during this distribution thing because they had a legal binding agreement that was entered into the courts. That if and when the estate issued their Flare tokens to eligible holders, XRP holders on their platform, then Flare would distribute to the estate a lot of FLR tokens, a lot. And, that could, I would imagine that would be something that can eventually be distributed to the appropriate people of the Chapter 11. But we'll see. Right now, they just got over, they're just going through the loans thing. They just got final approval to move forward with this Bitcoin mining company. They just started kind of tidying up the distribution part phase. Supposedly something is supposed to happen the end of this month. As far as distribution is concerned, I doubt it. I checked the election for loan to repay a loan in hopes of getting more net crypto. We'll see how it goes. But I may also end up saying, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'll just take the set off as well. So We'll see. Virginia, man. I'm out in Northern Virginia. It's nice out here, but rush hour traffic is horrible. Yeah, I know, my friend. I used to hang out in Northern VA, bro. Used to hang out in Northern VA for sure. D says, okay, I'm trying to get the 50,000 flare. I hear you. So, yeah, are you trying to get the 50K flare for staking purposes? Yeah. So, yeah, Northern VA is cold. I spent you know, a lot of my adult years, the vast majority of my adult years in VA, Northern VA, well, VA, Northern VA, and Maryland. Yeah, yeah. And just recently exited. Just recently exited. So look, this Vitalik Buterin stuff is not great, my guy. It's just not great. 702 bathroom. I mean, Lincoln, this dude publicly linked Ethereum, Ethereum Foundation, Ethereum team, Ethereum main wallets, linked them to a hack. A second hack. At today's value, this second hack, involved 185,000 Ethereum. 185,000 of ETH were taken. And it's linked back to Buterin and the Ethereum main team wallet. It's not good, baby. And look, the summary is Ethereum was in trouble, losing money, not able to get the money needed, in part, perhaps due to Joseph Lubin's massive fail. He made this massive bet on Bitcoin and it went sideways. It went south, apparently lost a lot of the foundation company's money. The way I surmise it is they were in trouble. Vitalik knew they were in trouble. And my opinion, the way I summarize it, is Vitalik decided to do, what do you do when you're desperate? And you're running out of money and you're desperate and you're close to destitute and you don't know how to figure things out. You either figure it out and you do whatever is necessary to figure it out, or you do illegal, illicit stuff, man. You take the easy route. I always say, look, if you're accustomed to crime and bad stuff, and this is kind of where you lived and grew up, when times get difficult, you tend to do what you're accustomed to. If you're a genius crypto mind and you're in trouble financially, what are your tools at your disposal? And again, Boring Sleuth has the documentation on blockchain. I'm just kind of surmising the thinking. What do you do if you're in trouble? You think that you're smarter than the blockchain, and you go steal someone else's stuff because you don't think you're going to get caught doing it. Just like people go out and commit crimes, they think they're not going to get caught. Most people create these little thefts and stuff. They're in dire situations. You ever heard of people stealing food? You ever hear people knocking people over the side of the head for stuff? A lot of times it's just they're desperate. They don't see any way out. Desperate. Don't see any way out. They tend to do illegal stuff. And this is what I see, and I believe is what happened to freaking Vitalik. Especially considering dude might have been 18, 19. I mean, how old was the dude in 2016? I'm not making any excuses that he was young, but I'm just thinking, you're young. What kind of rational thinking you got going on? Helis is in the building. What's going on, my friend? Blair is coming for the Eve spot. Hey, telling you, with my travels throughout this ecosystem, and trust me, I've been all over. Flair is looking game changing. It's really looking game changing. Really is. They got to win. They got to win their place in the market space, as I like to say. They got to win. The boys looking good. Speaking of looking good doing it is in the pill. What's going on, fam? So again, let me know. Yes, all of them. Yes, I see Pookie keeps saying yes, huh? Look, let me know if you want me to share that quick thread from Boring Sleuth on this madness. It's not great. It's not great. I was excited to talk that talk Thursday about the Donald because the Donald said no to CBDCs. Dude said no to CBDCs. The Donald. You gotta love the Donald. You gotta love him. He said no to CBDCs. I'm like, that's very popular right now, Ain't nobody trying to have a CBDC. No, because if they can, they will. And here's what I mean by that. If they can monitor you, they will. If they can get over it without you knowing, they will. We're talking about money now. It ain't just privacy. We're talking about money, how you spend your dollars and why you spend your dollars. No, people make this argument about you being surveilled already. Really? If I got $100 in my pocket, tell me how you're coming to get it. How are you coming to get it? And I get that the vast majority of us do things digitally. I get it. Banks can cut you off in a second. I get it. Without question. The banks can cut you off in a second. But if I got dollars, they can't. We don't need to. I mean, when you get people from the WEF talking about, digital identity for all and get rid of cash and usher in CBDCs, no, can't trust them folks over there at the WEF. I keep saying the WEF. That's what it is, the WEF. Can't trust them folks. No, I no. Did you guys not hear the Argentinian president at the WEF? Dude said the West was in trouble because they have fallen by the wayside and have adopted socialism. That's what he said. Looks like my little Miss Crypto Seas is home. Did he step down from Ethereum? Not that I know, Inkpen, but it's fascinating to me. I'll share it with you guys because maybe some of you didn't see it. It's fascinating to me. It's been zero response, like not one. That's fascinating. Let's see if I can't share that. Let's see if I can't find the Boring Sleuth. This is, not a great look. Let me see if I can't find it. My guy, Mickey B. Fresh, said that tweet from digital asset investor is an abomination. Said it was an abomination. Let's see if I can't find it. I covered it this morning in a video. This is not it, but this is another one. Let's go here. This is not the deep dive, but I'll go through this one first. True Flash says Vitalik is busy pushing his team to delete, quote unquote, purge their tracks and increasing gas by 33% rather than building for a better future. A decade of fraud can only be hidden by deleting your history. Be careful, my artificial friends. He will delete you. Why does my thing keep doing that? He will delete you. I don't know why it does that. He will delete you if it serves him best. In August of 2023, he put this post out on X. Did you know that Ethereum has it in their upcoming plans to purge its network history on the platform? To purge the network history. It's part of their future plans. With the fourth strand of Ethereum's future plans, the end seems to be in sight. This part is called the purge. This part addresses the network history on the platform. It just kind of has to make you think. It just kind of has to make you think. Why are they looking to do that? Now, they'll come up with some genius, brilliant way of looking at it, you know, to phrase it, to frame it. But in the end, it's looking like he's trying to cover his tracks. That's what it looks like to me. All right. Here's another one. This is not the thread, but hey, Vitalik Buterin, says Truth Lab. Ethereum and Joseph Lubin, were you involved in the hacking? Were you involved in hacking the Gatecoin exchange in 2016? So this was not a DAO, it was an exchange. My apologies. I stand corrected. It was an exchange, not another DAO. You funded the hacker's wallet with gas just prior to the exploit. If not you, then who? Your silence is alarming. Let me read the thread that he put together. What is going on with my thing here? I don't know why it's doing that. Here it is. I don't know why it keeps going back. I guess I'll just have to go to the post because my thing that I save is not great. Keep clicking on it and it keeps going elsewhere. Or Truth Labs right here. All right, that's correct. Let me find it. Here it is here. Proof of the Ethereum Foundation's involvement in the Gatecoin exchange hack in 2016, prior to the infamous DAO exploit. Below is a thread showing transactional evidence linking the Ethereum team to the 185,000 Ether stolen from Gatecoin. Now, at today's prices, worth over $460 million. At the very end, I have included an appendix which provides all addresses mentioned in this thread, as well as the mentioned transaction hashes. Let's get started. The Gatecoin hack occurred between the 9th and 12th of 2016, prior to the onset of the Dow's token sale, and 1 month prior to the Dow hack, the infamous Dow hack. Per Gatecoin's official statements on the 14th of May, the hack resulted in losses of 185,000 Ethereum, and it was BTC as well, I believe 250 Bitcoin, valued at more than 460. Okay, great. At the time, Gatecoin claimed that the hacker was able to alter their own system to bypass their multi-sig code storage, so that all inbound deposits into Gatecoin went straight to their exploitable hot wallet. They list the 4 hacker ETH addresses below involved in the exploit. Here are the 4 addresses. Among the 4 ETH addresses, 1 address was originally funded prior to the exploit. Our focus in this thread is looking into who it was that funded this hacker's wallet in hopes of gaining an idea of who it was that was behind the hack. The Gatecoin hacker originally funded their second hacking wallet with 1.6 Ether. They sent the 1.6 Ether from their wallet address on May 9th, 2016. So he's going to be talking throughout this thread on 2 wallets, the hacker's wallet and the wallet that funded the hacker's wallet. Below, you can see that it was the original transaction funding the hacker wallet and the details of the transaction. Again, he has it for everyone to see. He's not making it up. This is all verifiable on the blockchain. I'm very, very curious as to why people like Chainalysis, et cetera, are not looking into this. Since this wallet funded the hacking wallet, it's important for us to understand more about them and their relationships on chain. We want to know who funded this particular wallet address. What did they do on chain, and who did they interact with? We know they are a developer because they set up 10 contracts. When we look at who sent this address, we see 3 different addresses. Each of these addresses are shown below. Remember how this wallet address sent 1.6 ETH to the official hacker's wallet, which is another set of numbers. This was the remainder of the 2 ETH that this hacker's funded wallet received from this wallet. So yeah, so it's 3 wallets here. 8266. And the hacker's address is 1342. So the one that funded the hacker's wallet, I believe, is the 556. So I think that's it. No, 8266 sent to 56 or 556. Something like that. I'm confused now. Anyway, it says right here, since 556 was funding gas to 8266, which is the hacker's wallet. Yeah, I was right. It implies that they are either the same person or very, very closely related. Let me read that again. Since the 556 was funding gas to 8266, which is the hacker's wallet, it implies that they are either the same person or very closely related. Since the hacker's wallet, 8266, only ever interacted with 3 addresses, it's safe to assume they are, at the very least, co-workers, if not the same entity. So let's look at the funding wallet, 556. 556 was definitely a developer as well, as we can see below that they set up 9 separate contracts. We know the hacker was a developer based on how the exploit took place. We also know that each of the hacker's wallets set up contracts. So they both set up contracts. Let's look at a couple of the contracts that the funding wallet set up. 556B seemed to be working on creating a contract almost identical to the Dow contract. Below, you can see one of the contracts where a proposal is created, and then that proposal can be voted on and actioned thereafter. This contract predated the Dow contract by 6 months, the infamous Dow hack. The wallet address 556 even created a couple of tokens in December of 2015 called Dow Kobe and Dow Dollar. The Dow tokens contract wasn't set up until June of 2016. Clearly, wallet address 556 is a developer who was working on developing contracts similar to the Dow contract later launched. Who set up and funded this wallet address 556? The wallet 556, the last wallet that sent gas money to the hackers' wallet, which is 8266, when they needed it, was originally funded by the Ethereum Foundation's own main wallet. So the funding wallet that sent gas to the hackers' wallet was funded by the Ethereum Foundation's own main wallet. In fact, they only ever received ETH, the funding wallet, only ever received ETH from the Ethereum Foundation prior to the Gatecoin exploit, as shown below. Below, you can see a basic forensic map highlighting that Ethereum Foundation set up the Ethereum main wallet. The Ethereum Foundation set up the Ethereum main wallet. The ETH main wallet setup, 556B, sent gas money to the wallet, which is the hacker 8266, who was the original funder of the original Gatecoin's hackers wallet. Okay, original Gatecoin hackers wallet, which is 1342. So it's 3 wallets, 1342, 8266, and 556B. The actual hacker wallet was 1342. And then the other 2 wallets were somehow in the funding and the original gas thereof. So anyway, the one reason the Ethereum Foundation may have gone on a hacking spree at the time is because they were on the verge of collapse. They themselves forecasted to run out of funds during the exact same period of the Gatecoin and the Dow exploits. Truth Labs posted about this in December of 2023. And he says then, did you know that Ethereum forecasted themselves in September of 2015 to run out of money by June 2016 at their current run rate? June 2016 was when the Dow hack took place. Some DAO developers, of course, had ETH Foundation multi-sig authority. We know that Vitalik trades Ethereum in the early days and still today to extend their runway. He said this in November of 2023, says Truth Labs. Vitalik Buterin has a well-documented history of controlling narratives in the direction he wants the markets to go so that he can profit off his trades. In the clip below, he talks about calling out an overinflated crypto market and how he sold the top to double Ethereum's runway. Truth Lab goes on to say in January 17th, without a doubt in my mind, the Ethereum Foundation or one of its core team members who was working on developing the contracts later used by the exploited infamous DAO was involved in the hacking of Gatecoin, which walked away with over 185,000 Ether. I think this thing is breadcrumbs. This diagram is an app called Breadcrumbs. And this app called Breadcrumbs, you can put in your Ethereum address and you can track other wallet addresses that may be connected to it, where you're sending them funds, they're sending you funds, et cetera, et cetera. It tracks your wallet history. And if you pay for it, you can get even more detailed information about that wallet address. He says Truth Lab, there are many other connections that support my findings. Below are some images that show some close connections, including a couple core Ethereum developers and a developer involved with the soon-to-be exploited, the DAO contracts. And again, he's using this app is called Breadcrumbs. In the video I did earlier, I can't remember the app because I've used this app just recently. And before I go, I will leave you with one last teaser. What could it all mean? Now, this diagram here is the diagram that has Mike Novogratz on here. Why is Mike Novogratz on this? This is interesting to me. So he's got ETH main address here. Here's the 556B. Then he's got the Gatecoin hacker's address. And Gatecoin hacker first, Gatecoin hacker wall, Gatecoin hacker. So he's got 1A, 1B, and 1C. And it's saying that it's coming from the ETH team main. It interacted with the ETH team's main wallet. ETH team's main wallet, he shows transactions of Wan Sheng. We all know about Wan Sheng, right? Conference, Ethereum Foundation. Okay. ETH team main wallet, Vitalk Buterin 1 and Vitalk Buterin 2. Another Wang Sheng wallet. And this dude, Griff_ETH Loopring. I'm sure some people know who that dude is, but I just find it very fascinating. The ETH main wallet shows it goes out to another ETH team at Kraken. And from Kraken, it goes down to 2A, 2B, and 2C. Set up EtherCamp DEP deployer, ETH Camp deployer, blockchain bandit, hacker code founder. And it's got Mike Novogratz in this picture here. So why is Mike Novogratz on this picture? Did he own the exchange? I don't know, but it's very interesting to point out. And I want to read this because I think it's important. Truth Lab says, over the course of the last decade, Ethereum has been ridden with criminal activity, fraud, thefts, all controlled by intentionally incorrect storytelling. Rather than speaking out against the fraud and putting an end to it, the Ethereum team, especially Vitalik, says nothing. Why am I solving these issues for them 10 years later, and I'm met with violence and threats for doing so? Why aren't the foundation praising me for helping solve their decade of fraud that runs rampant to this day? 2022 and 2023 had more thefts than ever before. Their lack of response to any of the allegations and to the actual thefts and fraud themselves should only make you more curious. If you believe in the power of transparent yet private blockchain, free speech, and truth, then join me and support the actual truth. Their actions are a direct threat on the freedom to transact. Their actions are a direct threat to equality, free speech, and the truth. If you aren't aware of this now, you will be soon. Thanks for reading and sharing, and remember, always stay curious. Dude, I'm just saying, he lists all the contract addresses. Here it is here. So since I screwed it up, here's how it goes. 8266 hacker wallet, 1342 hacker wallet. And then there's the wallet for Gatecoin here. He has it listed, got appendix for everything. And he's got the other addresses, ETH Team Wallet, which is the 556B. This was funding. Gas sent to hacker, ETH Foundation, Vitalk Buterin. ETH Foundation Vitalk Buterin. Just not a great deal. And the fact that he's willing to do this publicly, when if you can find all this stuff publicly, you can't come on here trying to pose, right? If you can find all this stuff publicly, right? Are you going to come on here and pretend? Because it can easily be refuted, right? It can easily be proven incorrect. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they thought they could get over Keyless, and which is amazing to me. Just like most criminals, they feel like they're just never going to get caught. They feel like, especially the bad guys, feeling like they're so much smarter. But that's why the blockchain is growth so great, because you can catch the corrupt. And for me, it's so sad because it seems obvious to me that this happened. I mean, obvious to me. It seems so obvious to me, right? We already heard the talks about it was two people in control of that Ethereum foundational main wallet. It was Vitalik Buterin and Joseph Lubin. We heard that, I believe, from Stephen Nereroff. We also heard that apparently Lubin made a big time bet with Bitcoin and lost a lot of the foundation company, whatever you want to call it, money. Made a bet on Bitcoin. I don't know if he went long, short. I don't know what he did, but he lost. The conversation that we heard that's now an NFT was talking about how desperate Vitalik was because of all the stuff that kind of happened. They were, desperate. And look, what's the difference in expertise between a good hacker and a bad hacker? In terms of expertise, it's the same. It's just that one decides to do illegal stuff, and the other one chooses to build great crap. And the crazy thing is Vitalik, it looks like, is both of them. He decided to build this great stuff, genius guy, and when desperate, knew that he could take from others and decided to do so. I mean, 185,000 Ether. And of course, this ruins that exchange. I mean, what can they do? Sad. What's going on, Kyle Timor? Good to see you. Pookie says probably him in his wallet, right? Soon crypto. What's going on, my friend? That's why we are going down. Pookie says, does ETH have regulatory clarity? No, they do not. They have regulatory opinion, but they don't have legal clarity. So, I mean, that's true. I was very, very sad. I was telling Miss Crypto Siege, I was like very sad when I discovered this and read through this, because this is a project trying to win its market share just like Ethereum was. Running this exchange, got all this ETH, probably massively pro ETH. So now Ethereum and Vitalik are linked to the DAO hack and to hacking this exchange. I mean, that's not great. And I get it. In traditional finance, people steal, man. They try to take from others, but I thought this space was about something different. But it's not a great look, I can tell you that. Just not a great look for Ethereum and the boys. It's not a great look. And the lack of response is just a clear, for me, signal. It's a clear signal for me to like, because you could just, right? You got a lot of smart devs over there. Can't they just pull up stuff and say, no, that's incorrect? Can't they do the deep dive in the same manner or fashion as this boring Stu guy? And you can definitely believe the threats and all kind of stuff. Think about what happened to Stephen Marriott. So you can definitely believe all that stuff as well. And I feel bad for these projects coming to build on this Ethereum thing because it's easy to build and it's got this, and that. And they get lumped in with this madness that happened in 2016, 2015. They get lumped in with that. It's a shame. And then you get this ETHgate thing with Henman and Lubin and all of that stuff lumped in as well. That's why Truth Lab says there's been corruption for over 10 years. Just flat corruption. That's a shame. It really, really is a shame. I'll never forget the Larson interview where she was trying to interview people from Ethereum, and it was like a lot of this hush hush. It was a lot of afraid of mentioning someone's name. That it was, not great. Pookie says, let's see who the scapegoat will be. Yep. And my guess is they really were trying to pin something on Narioff. Why go after him the way that they did? They were trying to get a scapegoat, and they thought it was going to be somehow be Narioff. And he's going to drop even more stuff. He's got another, recording, and he's going to make that in the form of an NFT as well. I always found it curious why Vitalik Buterin didn't hang out in the States. I really always found it curious. And yeah. And again, for me, it just seems so obvious, and it makes perfectly good sense to me. Young dude, afraid of failure and panics. You can't scapegoat the one who keeps the receipts. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who is. Yeah, that's right. You're right about that, because they tried it. They tried it with Narioff. They tried. The dude was smart enough. I don't know how he was smart enough to realize he needed to do that, to keep the receipts the way that he did. But I tell you, wow. Pookie says, ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's exactly right. Look, that's troubling. It's troubling in a lot of ways. And again, people coming on here building in 2017, 2018, coming on here building, right? A lot of great projects have built on Ethereum, but there is a truth to the amount of exploit and hacks that have happened. There's a lot of truth to it. Yeah, he wasn't greedy, right? Marioff wasn't greedy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what made him think to not take the ETH. I think they offered him some ETH in exchange for some stuff. It's just, it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. And for me, Lubin and the idea of the cash cow hooking up with Novogratz and realizing that they could become, multi hundreds of millions a year, or earnings, or billionaires, whatever they became. It's very, very obvious. But to steal, to take something that's not yours, that's another thing, isn't it? Because you think you're smart enough that thought he was smarter than the blockchain and forensics. And again, there's people that can confirm all these transactions. They can tie them and link them. All can be confirmed because it's on the blockchain. And I just think that to me, it's so obvious that the young man was desperate and just did what he knows. Took the easy way out. I mean, it seems so obvious to me. Dude just took the easy way out. And you can't just come across You can't just happen to have another extra 185,000 Ethereum. I mean, and no one not be curious as to how that got there. And this is all allegedly, but it makes a lot of sense to me. And again, the fact that they're not coming out and disputing this or any of that says something. And I don't know what political ties that they got. I don't know what political stuff they got. Um, I don't know if you know, people in position care. I don't know if the FBI cares. We don't know if the FBI cares. Certainly, the Department of Justice. We don't know if they care. We don't know if an attorney general somewhere really, really cares. I know the Gatecoin exchange. I don't know if they rebounded and became another exchange or not, but I've never heard of a Gatecoin exchange. You know, Gatecoin exchange is made up of one, two, three people trying to do a thing. Yep, yep. And there's, I mean, come on. Think about Eve'Gate and all the evidence, and no person that's in a position to do something and really unravel that is doing anything. You think about that. The IG at the SEC, right? No one has stepped up and said, we're going to look. I'm talking about from FBI, where is that investigation? We're talking about a government agency possibly getting into bed and making and creating an unlevel playing field, picking a side, choosing a winner, with all that kind of stuff that they're not supposed to do. And yet we can't get some kind of investigation. There's got to be some payoffs involved. And the easiest payoffs, in my opinion, would be, I mean, ETH in those early days, and someone told them, just hold on to this thing. Soon Crypto, I believe you're 1,000% correct, bro. Soon Crypto, my friend, I should say, says they are all holding ETH. Okay. They are all holding ETH. It's again, I feel bad for all these projects that came out with pretty good stuff. I mean, we got from Ethereum came DeFi, right? And they have this stench from these people who made this decision early on. Joseph Lubin hooking up with Wang Zhang. I mean, these projects don't have anything to do with that. But man, I wonder if this Truth Labs boring sleuth guy is going to come up with more connections to other hacks. I mean, that's a possibility as well. Brutal, absolutely brutal. So anyway, I've been looking into some stuff again on Do Finance, the big RWA play, real world assets play. Token has been taken off. It just launched apparently last night. I'm going to share that little post here from my guy, Virtual Bacon. Where is Eleanor Terrett and the Eve'Gate story? Is she not a crypto reporter? Yeah, I don't know. The challenge is to dive deeper into it. You got to get info from the people involved, which is the people from Ethereum and the people from the SEC. That's the problem. Keela says, Siege, are you doing DeFi right now? If yes, which one do you like most currently? So when you say doing DeFi, what do you mean, Keelis? Let's see. Search. So my guy, Virtual Bacon, put this out earlier today. Uh, Bye, baby. Love you. I'm buying these cryptos instead of Celestia. Okay. Here it is here. The most widely adopted RWA project just launched today. BlackRock managed, Clear Street regulated, team from Goldman and Bridgewater, etc. I picked up a bag of Ondu around 1 cent. So did I. I mean, it's not 1 cent. That's 0.1. It could be it could be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, anything up to 19 cents, right? So did I. So did I. I'm told that if you want to be able to withdraw your Ondu to your wallet, don't do KuCoin, because KuCoin apparently is not letting you withdraw. They'll let you deposit and trade and get you some Ondu, but not, however, letting you withdraw it. Let me see here. Let me show you Ondu real quick. This was like Ondu and then became Centrifuge and something, or working with Centrifuge, something like that. All right, let's go to their website. It's Ethereum. Institutional grade finance, now on chain. Here it is here. Exceptional partners, superior assets, world-class client service. RWA play, remember? High-quality asset managers, high-quality assets and managers, BlackRock and PIMCO. Regulated service providers, Clear Street, NAV, Cura, StoneX. Third-party audited by Trail of Bits and Immunify. Experienced leadership, Maker, Millennium, Bridgewater, Goldman Sachs. They have this Flux protocol, but again, to kind of participate in the protocol, you certainly can't be from the States. The way you participate is getting the token. The markets for this particular token: Bybit, KuCoin, Mexi, Gate.io, and HTX. Bybit has the best spread, has the most liquidity at 51 million. KuCoin has raised the spread. Earlier today, this spread was 0.24. Now it's 0.35, which is another reason why they're not letting you withdraw it if you get some on that exchange, my guess. Mexi has gone up as well. They changed that spread to 0.21. Currently, the price is 20 cents. I got some of this stuff at 15 cents or something. But it's going up, and it's going up rapidly. Rapidly. But anyway, I'm told that if you're able to use KuCoin, that you won't be able to withdraw off of KuCoin. So be careful out there, fam. Be careful out there. Let's see what else I want to share with you guys. Why was I on the Vent launch pad? I was on the Vent launch pad for something, not sure when. Why? Chain testnet. I'm working on that testnet. I'm working on the Satoshi VM testnet. What else? My guy says something about running a node here. I can't run a node. It's up 99%. 99%. It's just going to keep going. It's going to keep going for a bit. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. So Yeah, that's 24 hours. There it is right there. And 24 hours is up 99%, almost 100% in 24 hours. Again, it just launched. We'll see if there's going to be some kind of pullback. But you got to think. So all-time low was 8 cents. Yep. Let me share my other play with you guys. If you're interested, let me share this one. I need to increase my position in this one. It's Shido. It's up 18%. It's a 009. 30 days. It's up 582% in 30 days. You got to just ask yourself, do you feel like 009 or less than a penny is kind of worth it? Market cap is 89 million. Circulating supply is 9 billion. Total is 13 billion. Not bad. Unfortunately, it's all Ethereum at the moment. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, the exchanges, Mexi. Mexi won't let you withdraw unless you're withdrawing at least 17, 18,000 Shido. Not sure how much that is, but that's what I'm told. Yeah, so 15% in the 24 hour. On the 7 days, 61%. Not bad. 14-day, 335%. 24 hour, 17. 30-day, 582. Let me get back to the chat. Do you have crypto staked or providing liquidity and getting dividends? Yes, Wan Chain. I like Wan Chain. I'm providing liquidity on Margin Fi and Camino Finance. Both of those are in anticipation of an airdrop. I just provided some liquidity to Prime Protocol. Pookie says that Eleanor Terrett interviewed Steven Nerioff. That'll be cool. Oh, yesterday. Interesting. I doubt she will write anything substantial. I hope to be proven wrong. I just want the truth out. Okay. So she interviewed. You're welcome, Keyless. When is Binance listing FLR? That's a great question. I know it's always an agreement in terms of payment, right? You got to pay to play to get on that stuff. Nope, didn't say. My guess is they need to keep it on the exchange, for liquidity reasons. So Ondu is available on, what is CIFI, Keyless? What is CIFI? So what is Shido's I don't know what happened there. What happened there? Did I do something? Sometimes I'll be swiping on this Mac, man, and be messing me up. What is let me see something here with Shido. What is Shido's all-time high? It got up to a penny, it looks like. Barely got to a penny. So it's currently at its all-time high there. 009. It hasn't been around very long. They just kind of launched. So the all-time high is 0116. The current price is 15% lower than the all-time high. All-time low. The lowest price for Shido is 3 zeros and a 6, which was recorded just 3 months ago. God dang it. Comparatively, the current price is up 1,459%, 14x. But that's kind of where we were when we got into Matic. It was like 003. We were buying in that 003 to 008 range, and you know what happened with Matic, right? Same thing with VeChain, right? So we all have to make our own decisions, but yeah, only CeFi. Yep. Only on centralized exchanges, keyless. Yep, that's correct. Yeah, it's traditional finance. Now, I think, as far as participating on a platform, I know I tried it and, I got the whole US thing. So I don't know if you mean by like traditional finance players trying to use the platform. You might be right about that. The fact that they have a token is interesting, and that they decided to have a token play to me is very, very interesting. And they got to kind of have the flux lending as well. It's very, very, very interesting. But we shared Ondu Finance along with Centrifuge and some other RWA plays with you guys, and talked about being able to participate where we could participate, and that was at the token level for the most part. So I know you can get Centrifuge tokens as well, but this is major when we're talking BlackRock and Clear Street. I mean, that's major stuff here. And so this US dollar yield, the US treasuries, money markets, this is all interesting stuff. Let's see here. Email address to sign in. I can't remember what I did here, if I set up an email account or not. Funds, the dollar yield, bridge, and convert. Bridge? What is that about? Access restricted. Why is my access restricted, I wonder? The content you're trying to access is not accessible in your region. Ondo Bridge is only offered to organizations and individual purchases outside the US and other restricted jurisdictions. What is the restricted jurisdiction? I'm not signed in. I just hit on bridge, and that message came up. Venezuela. So United States. Well, I don't know why it would come up. Like my region is not listed on here, right? I'm using my VPN. But that's that's kind of what it is right there, right? Furthermore, except for the US and UK citizens, any other countries are also ineligible regardless of residence. Example, if you're a Kenyan citizen, you are not eligible. But if you are a UK citizen living in France, you are eligible. A UK citizen living in France. What? I don't understand how that makes sense. When it says right here that the United States, including its possessions and territories, the United Kingdom and Canada are ineligible. But if you're a UK citizen and you live in France, you're eligible. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. So let me see a little onboarding, KYC. So just some documents there. What's involved in onboarding? In both cases, you begin the process by going here. Yeah, see, it won't even let me do it, which is odd because got my VPN, as I always have my VPN. in a region that is apparently eligible according to the documents, but there it is right there. Interesting. Screw you. I don't need to use your stuff. Yeah, I got my VPN on, right? Like I have it on. Have it on. Yeah, it's still saying it. Yeah, I'll have to set it to France. You're right. All right, let me see something. Yeah, and it's funny too, because I feel like they do that cookie thing on you. I really do feel like, because they can have very, very high level cookies, and it can cookie you from your original US IP address all the way to future addresses. So I bet you that's what's going on. Let me see. Let me see. All right, let's see here. Let's see if it works that way. Yeah, I get back here. I just gotta move this thing out of the way. First of all, get off me. Get off me. All right, let's move this out of the way. Let's do this. Let's see something here. What is the address here? Undo finance. Let's go here. Undo.finance. I'm pretty sure I still won't be able to. Because we're talking we're BlackRock and Clear, whatever, and all that. What's good. Them boys got some stuff. They got some stuff over there. And I'm not even signing in. All I'm doing is hitting the bridge. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Just immediately goes to that. How is that possible? Set the VPN to France, and yeah, still nothing. Backed by the best, backed by Founders Fund, Coinbase, and Pantera. Interesting. Again. So anyway, DeFi business, I got all kind of stuff there. Isn't that interesting though? Can't do the bridge. Can't even do the freaking bridge. What kind of crap is that? But anyway, tokens available. That's going to be the way to participate. And I'm sure, again, yeah, you guys should try that yourself. If you've never been on Undo Finance and you got a VPN, you should try it. Set your VPN up first to see if it works. I don't think I've ever heard you cuss before, says Keyless. Yeah, what's up with that? But yeah, if you've never been on Ondo.finance, set your VPN up first, set it to France, and see if it lets you continue on. And it might be a blank kind of thing until you KYC. Like it might be that. It might just be standard restricted until you KYC and you prove, all this different kind of stuff. It might be that. But that's kind of where it is, fam. I wanted to bring that to you. I'm gonna wrap up this Talk Thursday. I have a few things that I need to get done. Number one, at my position of Shido. And see what's going on with Ondo, because KuCoin, I'm told, is not participating right now, which is not letting you withdraw is not great. It's not great at all. And I got to listen to the CEO of Shido. He did an AMA, I think, on YouTube. So there it is, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out today. It's been a really, really cool hang. I'm gonna hop off here and I'm gonna end this live stream like I do all of my live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you guys checking in for Talk That Talk Thursday. The Donald is saying no to CBDCs. Let's see if he says yes to crypto, though. Let's see if he says yes to crypto. That's going to be important. It's not going to sway for me in the crypto siege zone because, got to get the country first. Got to get that straightened out first. All right, fam. So there it is. I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my live streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I, we're already winning. And I would ask you to ponder, perhaps consider and ponder the idea or notion of living your life permissionless. I'll talk to you guys soon. See you. Bye.